In the last part, we saw that Bo Fan used his Ain's medicine technique to save a child, but that doctor takes all the credit in front of the dean and director. Meanwhile, the food poisoning cases were increasing. Now that doctor had to treat a rich man's son, so he uses Bo Fan's needles on him. But the child's condition becomes even worse. The rich man gets extremely angry at the doctor. Also, the nurse had already told the dean and director that it wasn't the doctor but Bo Fan who treated the first child. Hearing this, the rich man tells the dean and director to hurry and save his son, whose condition was worsening. Just then, Bo Fan arrives there. At the beginning of this part, Bo Fan enters the room and says that the child had food poisoning. He then tells the nurse to quickly disinfect the needles which the doctor had used. The rich man runs over to Bo Fan and says, "Whoever you are, please save my son's life, I will give you whatever you want." But Bo Fan replies that he doesn't want anything and begins checking the child. The nurse then tells him that the needles have been disinfected. Hearing that, Bo Fan starts inserting the needles into the child. Watching him do this, everyone is shocked. Slowly the child's condition starts to improve. After a while, when Bo Fan removes the needles, the child regains consciousness. Seeing this, the rich man talks to his son and then asks Bo Fan if his son would suffer in the future because of this food poisoning. Bo Fan replies that since he used needles to remove the poison from his body, he will not suffer any problem. Hearing that, the rich man says Bo Fan has done a great favor for his family, so he should become his friend. Bo Fan says that the rich man is so wealthy that anyone would want to be his friend, so why does he want him to be his friend? The rich man answers saying he has a lot of money, but if there is no one to spend it on, what's the use? So Bo Fan should become his friend, and in return for today's treatment he wants to gift him a restaurant which he recently built, and he'll give him its transfer papers tomorrow. Hearing this, everyone is shocked. The rich man leaves with his son. After he goes, the director tells Bo Fan that many primary school children are suffering from the same disease and asks him to cure them too. Bo Fan agrees and cures them as well. Then the director tells Bo Fan that he has helped them a lot today. Many people had their eyes on today's accident. If anything had gone wrong, many would have been in trouble, so if he ever needs him, he should tell him. Bo Fan then shows the director his mother's bill and tells him that his mother had a brain problem but the doctor was doing her heart treatment. Hearing this, the director and dean angrily tell the doctor that he was doing all this behind their backs. The doctor begs to be heard once, but without listening, they fire him. The doctor then pleads for a second chance, but Bo Fan tells the director and dean that instead of firing him, they should hand him over to the police because what he did was illegal. Hearing this, the doctor tries to run away, but Bo Fan stops him. The doctor begs Bo Fan to have mercy on him, saying he has small children at home and if he goes to jail, their lives will be ruined. Bo Fan says, "Have you ever had mercy on anyone that I should have mercy on you? Many people must have sold their homes and lands to pay your fake bills. Handing you over to the police is actually great mercy on you." The director then asks Bo Fan where he learned Chinese medicine and who his teacher was. Bo Fan says he didn't learn Chinese medicine, but an Ain's teacher who is now retired taught him. Hearing this, the director says he can't believe Ain's skills could be so great. The dean asks Bo Fan if he is interested in working at their hospital, adding that they'll pay him a very good salary. Bo Fan replies that he has to take care of his mother, so he has no such plan now. Also, he tells them that when he was taking out the poison from those children, he suspected this was not an accident but was deliberately done, and he doubts that the person responsible is someone from their own hospital. Hearing this, the director wonders if the doctor could have done it. Bo Fan says he couldn't have, because if he had done it, he would also know how to remove poison from the children's bodies. Just then, Bo Fan's mother arrives. He then tells them to find the culprit and that he is leaving. After Bo Fan leaves, the director calls for an urgent meeting. Next we see a rich boy outside a mall, dressed very nicely, looking like he is going to propose to someone. We see Bo Fan calling someone but the person does not pick up. At the same time, Choo Choo was trying to hide from the rich boy, passing that way, but she accidentally bumps into Bo Fan. Bo Fan says, "In the morning you hit me with your car and now you are pushing me. Have you taken a contract to kill me?" Seeing Bo Fan, Choo Choo comes closer and says, "Could you act as my boyfriend for a while? That rich boy has been behind me for a long time. I've been trying to get rid of him but he won't stop chasing me." Bo Fan replies that he already has a girlfriend, so why should he help her? Just then, the rich boy spots Choo Choo and comes with flowers. He says he hopes her day goes well. Choo Choo says her day was going well until she saw his face. She tells him to leave her alone and says that any relationship between them is impossible, adding that she already has a boyfriend. The boy says she is lying and he knows she doesn't have any boyfriend, but Choo Choo pulls Bo Fan toward herself and says, "Look, he is my boyfriend." Seeing this, the crowd starts murmuring that this is a love triangle. The boy realizes she is lying and says that even if she found someone to act as her boyfriend, she won't find a boyfriend like him. Bo Fan then tells the boy that he isn't acting and he really is her boyfriend. The boy asks if Bo Fan is worthy of being Choo Choo's boyfriend. He asks if Bo Fan has millions in his bank, or if his family owns a billion-dollar company of which he is the sole heir. Hearing this, the people around say Choo Choo should say yes to that boy. The boy asks if Bo Fan can give Choo Choo lavish gifts or bring her blue roses from Europe. Bo Fan says that the boy has no ability and depends on external things, and asks if he thinks Choo Choo is a gold digger to be impressed by expensive gifts. Choo Choo starts laughing. The boy tells Choo Choo not to listen to Bo Fan. He says that the day she met with the accident, he panicked, and since he heard her car got damaged, he has brought a new car for her. Hearing this, the gathered crowd starts praising the boy. The boy signals the crowd, as he had gathered them on purpose to pressure her. They begin forcing Choo Choo to say yes to him. The boy goes down on his knees and proposes to Choo Choo, saying he truly loves her and won't look at any other girl, asking if she will be his girlfriend. Choo Choo becomes emotional, but Bo Fan laughs and tells Choo Choo that if he really cared, he would have visited her in the hospital. Choo Choo gets angry and tells the boy it was because of him that she had the accident. If he hadn't kept calling and harassing her, none of it would have happened. Bo Fan then uses his special eyes to check the boy and finds a handkerchief with lipstick mark on it. He shows it to him and says it belongs to a bar dancer. The boy says he doesn't know how it got in his pocket, but Choo Choo doesn't believe him. The boy says his friend had borrowed his suit, so maybe it belongs to his friend's girlfriend. Bo Fan then checks the boy's pants again and finds some pills. He shows them to everyone and says that either many people borrow his clothes or he is getting too old, because such strength pills are used by old people. Seeing these pills, Choo Choo smashes the bottle on the boy's face and tells him never to show his face again. The boy becomes angry and says everything is because of Bo Fan, and he attacks him. But Bo Fan kicks him, throwing him towards his car. Bo Fan then starts walking away with Choo Choo. Choo Choo tells Bo Fan that he did an amazing job and asks how he knew all that was in the boy's pocket. Can he see inside people's clothes? Choo Choo shyly asks whether he can see her without clothes then. Bo Fan changes the topic, saying he is a doctor and can detect even small changes in the body. Choo Choo believes him. Bo Fan starts leaving. Choo Choo thanks him for helping and says she will call him later. And with that, this part ends.